Adam Silver and some NBA superstars got together on a conference call, and they're trying to give the people what they want. The results of this call were that we expect a decision within the next 2 to 4 weeks about whether or not we will have an NBA season. It seems that the players are strongly in favor of doing so. Jalen, do you think we will have an NBA season this summer?
I do. I think there's going to be summer basketball, even if the champion is crowned in September or October. And of course, professionals want to entertain, but you got to follow the money here, Jacoby. And it's not just about this season. It can suppress next season, meaning if next year doesn't start until December, you may not get 82 games in between December and June, which then affects the money next year. So it's really important for an entertainment value to get the NBA back, to crown a champion, but also try to diminish this season bleeding into next year as much as possible.
One of the things that they discussed, which I found really interesting and very realistic, is the fact that what a positive test would mean. And a positive test would mean that that player is not playing. That's just something that you have to be comfortable with under these conditions, because we could find ourselves in the NBA finals and a superstar could test positive and then not be able to participate in games. Do you think that's the correct approach in terms of a positive test?
I do, absolutely. Look at it like that with injuries or when people get hurt. You can't designate when that's going to happen or when they get sick. And so when that takes place, you got to be able to adjust accordingly as a team and as an individual and as a league. And I think during this unique circumstance, everybody would be really ready to do so.
Jalen, our colleagues at ESPN put out a list of the greatest basketball players of all time, something that's been debated on this program and in barbershops since the beginning of the league. And it's just such a juicy list, we have to show it to you. These are, according to ESPN.com, the top 10 NBA players of all time ranked in order. Jalen, if you had to make one switch, how would you switch this list?
LeBron James wouldn't be at 2. He'd be at 5.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
At the end of his career, when he gets more points, assists, and potentially championships, he has a chance to move up. But there are people that played in the NBA, only a couple of them, that accomplished more than LeBron James, that achieved more than LeBron James. And those names are MJ, Kareem, Russell, and put some respect on Magic Johnson's name. I understand that LeBron James has won 3 championships in 17 seasons and gone to the finals 9 times. Magic went 9 times in 12. He won a championship in college, then won a championship in the league, and was finals MVP. He was winning league MVPs early in his career, Jacoby. So I understand how people want to debate that one with me. But for those of us who really watch and study and play the game, it's hard for me until he wins a championship with the Lakers to say LeBron James has passed Magic Johnson in overall greatness.
I think one of the reasons that we always debate this in barbershops and in bars and friend circles is because there is so much flexibility between 2 through 5. If you look at the list, right, there's just like you get Jordan at 1 and then 2 through 5, you could put those people in any order and it would still be debatably correct. But let's take a look at how you have it when you make this swap between Johnson and LeBron. So this is how you have it, Jalen.
Yes, because the top 4 are Mount Rushmore. They're the high score at the video game when you go to the corner store. They achieve things that LeBron James is at home saying, man, I wish I could achieve what Magic, Bill Russell, Kareem, and Michael Jordan did. Now, 6 through 10, Jacoby, is actually where people are debating more often because it depends on what you value. Wilt Chamberlain, dominant force. For anybody that's seen Shaq, Wilt Chamberlain was that for his era on steroids, and plus he grabbed the boards. So he and Kobe Bryant, they kind of resembled that for their eras. So I put those guys back to back. And then Timmy Duncan, Larry Joe Bird, Shaquille O'Neal. Those are ones to be debated. And 2 people that gets left out of this conversation that deserve it, Big O, Hakeem Olajuwon. What a great opportunity to be discussed amongst those players. But I do think at number 2 for LeBron, I think that's recency bias.
Well, it is interesting because a lot of people put LeBron up against Jordan, but when you put LeBron's accomplishments and stats next to Magic Johnson's, there is a very good case for Johnson to be made because his accomplishments are pretty much equal or greater than LeBron's when you put them face to face against each other. And Jalen, I hate to say this, I think I might actually agree with you on this. I think I might actually agree with you on this one. It's true. It's true. I think I actually might. And now it is time for some very important news that matters. Jalen, we're all sort of in our homes looking at Instagram, and there was a video put up by Laker Danny Green, which I found very interesting. It's sort of like an ad. You know, you've seen these sponsored Instagram posts. I think I've seen you involved in a couple of them myself. And this time he had some visual props, and it was sort of a PSA for people during quarantine, especially males, to do some manscaping. Jalen Rose, during quarantine, are you manscaping?
I am manscaping. You know what makes me really happy and proud? I'm not gray in that area. You know, it's one thing to start to get older and realize certain things are going to take place, but you don't think about that one. And as I do my manscaping throughout this quarantine, that's one of the things I'm thankful for, that I'm not grayed out.
Good. Good, Jalen. I do not want to know any more about your manscaping routine, but I will confirm that I am also manscaping every single Sunday night when I cut my hair.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.